قالت جلالة الملكة رانيا العبد الله إن إسرائيل أصبحت أكثر جرأة لكسر المزيد من الحدود القانونية والأخلاقية، موضحة أن الإفلات من العقاب لا يصحح نفسه أبدا. وأضافت خلال مقابلة على شبكة ABC نيوز الأمريكية أن الحرب الإسرائيلية على غزة غير مسبوقة من حيث نطاقها ووحشيتها، كما حذرت جلالة الملكة من التصعيد الخطير في المنطقة سيما في لبنان وارتفاع عدد ضحايا العدوان الإسرائيلي وضرورة تحرك المجتمع الدولي لوضع حد له.
Israel has become emboldened to break more legal and moral boundaries, and impunity never corrects itself. It just grows through complacency, and what we're seeing here is beyond complacency. You know, when a red line is not really a red line, it becomes a green light. It becomes permission, and Palestinians have been paying the highest price for that permission to break all norms. Are we saying that it is okay to use starvation as a weapon of war, to target aid convoys, to target shelters that house civilians, to use collective punishment? What is this saying about our world today? If we are undermining the rule of law, then can we really hold any other country accountable for its actions? This war has been unprecedented in its scale and brutality. Gaza, which is a third of the size of New York, has been hit with more explosives than Dresden, Hamburg, and London combined throughout the World War II. Gaza is breaking all sorts of records in all the worst ways. The highest rate of starvation, we have the highest cohort of child amputees, the highest level of civilian destruction, infrastructure destruction, and so it sometimes feels like the world is operating from two different playbooks. Israeli pain is validated, whereas Palestinian pain is normalized, even justified. It sometimes seems that Israel is the exception to every rule that governs our world, and Palestinians are the exception to universal human rights. And the reason why we have gotten to this point is because the world has failed. There has been no global response that withdrew support from Israel or applied sanctions or put any cost and consequences to the origin of this problem, which is the illegal occupation. And I think it is time for the global community to act. Specifically the U.S., I think the expressions of concern or even calls for a ceasefire really are meaningless when you continue to provide arms that kill civilians. The U.S. has military, economic, and diplomatic leverage that it can use with Israel. And the dangers of escalation are extremely high right now. And let me be very clear, nobody wins from such an escalation. There will be nobody's teaching anybody a lesson. And now what we're seeing in Lebanon is another dangerous escalation. The risk of a regional escalation is now dangerously high. Yesterday was the deadliest day, where almost 500 Lebanese have been killed. In the past year, we saw 600 being killed.